Hi, my name is Francisco Oaxaca Diaz, and we are going to present the properties of a cookie.
My name is Camila.
My name is Julio.
And my name is Paulina.
We're gonna show you the procedure of how to make cookies. Objective is to identify the most important ingredients and what changes are happening. We use light brown sugar because of the quantity of molasses, which is not a lot, and it makes the cookie chewer and spread the cookie right away. Then we use also brown sugar because it makes the cookie to join together. Then we use the flour, and we are using all-purpose flour because of the amount of protein which makes the cookie to join. The butter is softened butter and not melted butter because it makes greasier the mixture. Then we use an egg and a yolk to make it fudgier. The dark chocolate in chunks makes it more flavor, and the baking powder creates air bubbles which cause a better rise. Then for flavor we use vanilla extract, some chocolate chips, some espresso powder, some salt, and some sugar, and that's all.
The cookies that we are making have the extensive change because it will affect the amount of butter that we use to make the cookies. The intensive change is when the butter doesn't affect the component, in this case the cookies. A change is when you modify the substance. It can be physical or chemical. The physical change is when you only change like the part of outside of the substance, and the chemical change is when you change the components that substance comes.
We're gonna start by sifting all the flour, baking powder, and salt, and then we're gonna move on to the butter. So we're gonna make a melted butter, but we're gonna take it a step further and brown it. We're just gonna wait till it boils and starts to turn brown, and then you're gonna put it into measuring cup so it cools and really check it's a cup. We really need a combination of white and brown sugar to get a really great flavor. Add the vanilla at this point and the espresso powder, and it is just a flavor booster, the espresso powder. And after we are going to add the liquid gold and cream those together. And then it goes the egg and the egg yolk. Then we're gonna add the flour into thirds so it doesn't go all over your kitchen. And you'll finish incorporating everything with the chocolate. Then we're gonna put all the dough into a baking tray with some baking sheet, and we're gonna put that into the oven for 15 minutes for 180 degrees.
The chemical changes observed in a cookie are the caramelization with the sugar in the oven and the Maillard reaction, that is processed that egg in the cookie make, and it helps darken the cookie surface. And the physical changes observed after the overnight are the color, the taste, and the texture.
Change happened because the cookie was raw, and with the endothermic reaction of the oven applied over the cookie, it cooked. We saw that the most important ingredient is the flour, because it makes all the ingredients to join and cook in a balanced way.